In this world, humans ruled the land, and Merfolk commanded the sea. Two races had coexisted for 3 centuries. My name was Vivian Fowler, an ordinary human. I never imagined that one day I would be standing here, a cross-species fertility center.
Miss Fowler, the hospital mixed up the sperm sample. The child you're carrying is not human.
What do you mean? I never knew that beneath this hospital lay the Merfolk's deep-sea court.
This is a cross-species fertility center, serving both humans and merfolk. Your donor is an extremely important figure.
Are you saying I'm carrying a merman's child? That's impossible. I'm just an ordinary human.
That's the puzzling part. According to logic, that gentleman's biological sample should be difficult to survive in a human body. Yet, you succeeded. Miss Fowler, this is truly a miracle.
To hell with your miracle! Arrange an abortion for me right now!
Your Majesty, you're here.
Who are you?
The father of the child you're carrying, and I expect you to bring that child into the world.
No, I'm not giving birth to a child for a merman.
As compensation for giving birth to the child, you may take whatever you want from the palace. After the child is born, it belongs to me, and you bear no further responsibility.
The palace? Who exactly are you?
Let me reintroduce myself. I am the King of the Merfolk, William Lewis.
The King of the Merfolk? Merfolk were the lords of the ocean, and the King of the Merfolk was the highest ruler of the Merfolk world. He was noble, mysterious, and possessed unimaginable wealth and power. 5 years ago, Merfolk society began developing at high speed, and it was said that this was closely related to this mysterious new king. If it weren't